The Thursday Walkthrough brought to you by Carle, the official healthcare provider of Fighting Illini Athletics. Well, welcome back to the Thursday Walkthrough. Coach, it's a pleasure to be here with you again, year 3. First question, how much did you miss me?
Quite a bit. It becomes a part of your life each week, so look forward to it. This also says, more in this football time, and we're excited about getting the season started.
Absolutely, and coming off of training camp obviously is a grind for players, for coaches. The positive being that it signals the start of the football season around the corner. What did you learn about this team in August?
Well, we got closer. Coaches, when you're around each other that much, and we all moved into the hotel this year, and so we know each other a lot better. But what we learned is that guys are willing to just grind, keep their head down, work hard. We realize that there's a lot of reasons why you win, but one of them is just outworking your opponent, hard work. And I know everybody's working hard, but I know our guys just never complained and just kept getting up early each morning and going to work.
Well, and this year certainly you'll feature a roster that's still one of the younger ones in the country. I'm sure we'll talk about that as the year goes along, but I think one aspect, at least to me, and I'm sure as a coach, as the head coach, you really appreciate it, are the seniors. It's not a big group this year, but talk a little bit about the guys like Mike Dudek, Nick Allegretti, and somebody like AJ Bush coming in, and what they bring to this team and how that helps a young roster.
Well, it's great to have a young roster and have good young talent, but you still need guys that have been around and that been in every situation multiple times. And when you need someone to be a leader, to show guys, when you have a young team, this is how you do it. You want those leaders, those seniors, to be like guys that we're talking about. Nick Allegretti, as a lineman, shows up every day. Great student, I could also add with all of them, Mike Dudek. But Nick Allegretti leads by example. Probably the toughest guy on our football team. You kind of start with that, but has worked himself in a position where of course he's going to have an outstanding year. For our young players, to see a guy like Mike Dudek that's fought through adversity, and now 100% healthy, ready to go, and then to see a newcomer like Delshawn Phillips come in and move into that leadership role when you didn't start here with the rest of the group. And then I'm going to bring up another AJ Bush. Just got here on campus. But you can become a leader instantly if you do the right things on and off the football field, and that's what's happened.
Well, and on the football field, one of the things that's going to be clear to the Illini fans this week against Kent State is the offense is different. Under new leadership and Rod Smith, how much does that help the Illinois defense going against an offense like that on a day-to-day basis?
Oh, it helps quite a bit. You have an idea about the tempo and all that, but it's hard to really simulate that in practice when you're working with a scout team. But for us, we've seen it, spring ball, of course, throughout training camp. So I know we're pumped up and we feel like we're going to score points a lot offensively, but again, this helped our football team as much as anything, and that's what our defense of just being sound. And these offenses, if you're not sound, of course, there's a big breakout can happen right away.
Well, and how do you measure success offensively this week against Kent State, and then kind of as you look forward the season?
Well, we have some kind of, more within our team, some goals that we have, but I think your goal offensively has to start. We want to run the ball, and we want to be tough and physical. And we want to be good on third downs, and we have a certain amount of explosive runs that we like, but score points, though. Got to find a way to put points on the board. Where Coach Rod Smith has been, of course, they did about as well as anyone, and we put the players in as many situations as we possibly can, and that's the mindset. Of course, it's all about getting that ball in the end zone.
Absolutely. Well, and taking a little bit of a step back now, looking at the educational side of the universities, there's an exciting announcement today from the university, basically Illinois commitment, essentially eliminating one of the financial barriers for education for students coming from households making below a certain amount of money. Being a land-grant institution and somebody, obviously education's played a big part in your life, What does that mean to you to see the university making a commitment like that?
Well, I think first off, how you change the world, make the world better, is through education. And everybody should have an opportunity to go to school and further their education. You know, for us, we were lucky enough to get an athletic scholarship, but when that's not available, to have other ways of doing it. Again, financial consideration should not be a part of you not going to the university, any university. Mm-hmm. And for our local, in-state, right now you're in high school. If I do well and I qualify academically to the University of Illinois, and my parents have, make a certain amount of money, tuition and fees are free here. It doesn't get any better than that. We're doing everything that we possibly can to promote, getting more education than just a high school degree.
Mm-hmm. It's part of the American dream, right?
It should be, and we're making that a part of the University of Illinois. Our commitment is not lip service anymore. This is here, and it's going to help about 50% of the households in Illinois.
Yeah, fantastic. And again, that's very exciting. Obviously, we're excited about the football season, excited about that coming from the University of Illinois, and talking about other things we're excited about. What'd you binge this summer? Anything good?
I was with my wife an awful lot, so I need that manly approach right now. But I just kind of followed her lead on quite a few.
So you're embarrassed to say, is where
yeah,
you're going.
well,
Okay.
Series were series, quick series, watching full series quickly, binging on that. We did quite a bit of that. Mm-hmm. As much as anything, this summer, there was a summer, right? I mean, it seemed like so long ago, but that's basically what we did.
Any good movies recently?
No movies, no really great movies. I know our football team is really excited about, each Friday night we're going to go to movies this year, excited about this upcoming one. Will
there be a Sunday bar at the Friday night meal?
It's funny, I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up. I'll just say this. This past Friday, we went through our game week routine. Okay. The Sunday bar was there, and it was a hit. I'm just wondering if we really need it for that first game, though.
Hey, practice how you play, Coach. I mean, you don't want to throw a wrench in that preparation.
That's going to be more of a
one man's opinion.
Well, it's going to be more of a game time Friday decision to make.
Gotcha. Well, Coach, thank you for your time as always, and thanks for stopping by the Thursday Walkthrough. The Thursday Walkthrough brought to you by Carle, the official healthcare provider of Fighting Illini Athletics.
Looking for a card that gives you more? Illini Visa Rewards Card. Earn points every day to fly any airline, anytime, no blackout dates. The Illini Visa Rewards Card. Available only through U of I Community Credit Union.